Bert the Storyteller here again with another thrilling story for you. Let's get straight into it. In a small village nestled among the hills of Jamaica, there was an old house known as the Duppy house. Locals whispered that it was haunted by the spirit of a man who had died tragically many years ago. They said he was betrayed by someone he loved, and now he roamed the night seeking revenge. One evening, a curious young man named Malik, eager to prove his bravery, decided to spend the night in the Duppy house. Armed with only a flashlight and his confidence, he entered the creaking old structure. The air was heavy with the scent of mold and forgotten memories. As the sun set, shadows danced across the walls. Malik felt a chill that made his skin crawl. He dismissed it as nerves and explored the dusty rooms, but the deeper he went, the more the oppressive feeling grew. He could almost hear whispers, but they were indistinct and fleeting. When night fully descended, he settled in the parlor, determined to wait for the Duppy. Hours passed, and just as Malik began to doze off, he heard a soft, mournful wail. Heart racing, he flicked on his flashlight, illuminating the room with a flickering glow. In the corner, he saw a figure, a shadowy outline of a man, his face twisted in pain. "Why have you come here?" the figure moaned, voice echoing like a distant storm. Malik's instincts screamed at him to run, but curiosity rooted him in place. "I seek justice for my betrayal," the Duppy continued, his voice growing stronger. "I was wronged and I cannot find peace." In a surge of courage, Malik asked, "What happened to you?" The Duppy recounted his story, a betrayal by his closest friend, who had stolen his love and left him to die alone in the woods. The sorrow in his voice was palpable, and Malik felt a deep sadness for the spirit. "But how can I help you?" Malik asked. "Tell my story, ensure they remember my name. Only then will I find peace," the Duppy replied, his form flickering as if struggling against the weight of the world. As the first light of dawn began to creep into the room, Malik promised to honor the Duppy's wish. With that, the figure began to dissolve into mist, leaving behind a chilling silence. When Malik emerged from the Duppy house, the villagers noticed the change in him. He carried the burden of the Duppy's story, and though he had faced a terrifying night, he knew he had brought a piece of the past back to life. He told everyone what he had learned, ensuring the man's story would never be forgotten. From that day on, the Duppy house stood silent, and though the spirit had departed, the villagers felt a newfound respect for the history that surrounded them. One that blended the real with the supernatural, and the whispers of the past became a part of their own tales. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment.